Hello, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me, please? If you can
Yes,
hear
yes,
me,
we can
Yes,
hear
I
you.
can hear you loud and
Yes, I
clear.
can
Good
hear
evening,
you.
ma.
Good evening,
for
ma.
this,
Good evening, ma. I can hear you. Good evening, ma. Yes, I can hear you.
good evening. Oh, that's good. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. So sorry for the short delay. Okay, we are going to be starting very soon. I'm going to apologize to everyone. Okay, we have started recording this meeting because we know a lot of people might be having network issues or a kind of delay somewhere. And so we do record and then we'll send the link so that they will be able to follow through at their convenience. So you will permit me to have this meeting recorded. All right, thank you very much, everyone. So we've had a great time together. I've been trying to share my screen so that we'll have just some little recap of what we've done so far. Okay, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Dorcas of Kuzan Global. I know a lot of people are like, is this our Ma? And somebody bust my tire in the class. All right, that's fine. Thank you very much. It has been a great time together. We have been learning together for this few few times. So please, I'm trying to share my screen. If you can see it, just let me know. If you can see my screen, can you see
I
my
can't.
screen?
I can't see it.
Okay, you can see my screen. All right. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we can
nice.
see your
Thank you
screen.
very much.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
can see as well.
would you going to be
I can also
tonight
see
is just
it
going to be
with the title Efficiency Certificate in Front Desk Operation. I believe that is your screen.
all right. That's great. I wanted to say something about the 3 days we've had. What did you learn, and what has been your takeaways? What are the things you intend to improve on? What are the things you feel you want others to learn based on experience that you've had? So that's why we are here. Yes, do we have someone that is willing and ready to say something to us? Yes, yes, yes. You can raise your hand and I will pick you. If you cannot hear me. You all hear me? Nobody is raising his or her
Hello, ma. The question again, ma.
hand.
The question again, ma.
Okay, right. Okay, what I'm saying is that we've been in the class for 3 days. Okay, so we've been in the class for 3 days. So I want us to share what we've learned so far. What are the new things that you've gotten? What have you learned? What have you unlearned? And then what are the things you feel, experiences you've had that you want to share with others so that we can learn from it? Yeah, that's my question before we will start. Okay. Okay, yes, I have a hand here. Yes, you can go ahead and unmute yourself and talk. Thank you.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Um, Joining this training has been really good for me. Front desk the person as a receptionist, I was thinking it's just a normal activities job, but this training has actually opened my eyes to see um, the front desk operation person differently entirely. Just like it's been shown several times that you are actually the key person to an organization, where people coming in will see you, your interaction with them, we actually make them to know if they will do business with your company and all the rest. So this training alone has opened my eyes to see front desk operation receptionist as a different call and as an professional course. And I want to thank the people that organized it, use this opportunity to say thank you. It has really opened my eyes, truly an eye-opening course for me. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that review. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thanks for being part of the training. I don't know if I have somebody else. Dominion and Desmond, you wanted to say something? Dominion? Okay, without wasting most of our time, if you can see my screen now, please just say hi to me if you can see my screen. Okay, Samuel Dada,
Hi,
please go
I
ahead.
can see your
Let me give
screen
you it.
very clear.
Okay, all right. All right, thank you. Mr. Samuel, you wanted to say something? Or should we go on?
Yes, ma. Good evening, ma. Yes, ma. Good evening,
Okay,
ma. I
good
wanted to say
evening.
something that so far so
Okay.
good. I've learned that customers remember how you made them feel rather than how fast you attended to them. So the feeling of empathy, emotional intelligence, and all of that, I've learned a lot, as regards this training so far. That's my contribution, ma.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, I think I'm seeing another hand. Joyce. Hello, Joyce. Can you hear me? All right,
Yeah, I
go
can
ahead.
hear you. Good evening, Ma. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So
Good
far, it
evening.
has been an interesting class. I've really learned a lot these few days. We've learned on customer service excellence, how to be a professional as a front desk officer, the qualities of the front desk officer, how to maintain professionalism as a front desk officer, which is staying calm, controlling your emotions, and all of that. So it has really been an interesting class. And yesterday we talked about, or we're taught on safety, security, and crisis handling, how to handle crisis as a front desk officer. And we're made to understand that being the front desk officer, you are the eye, the security of your organization. So it has really been an interesting class, and we thank the organizers of this. We really, really appreciate it. It was really, really, really interesting. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for the review. We're grateful. Okay, we'll be moving in just to have a little recap of what we've done, just like we've heard from others. Okay, let's just run through my slide. There are no more, just 10 or 11 or so. So we'll just run through them together as we are seeing it. There's nothing much, it's just a recap of what we have done so far. So this is talking about the proficiency certificate in front desk operations. So we've seen a lot of things in this front desk operation. We'll put our introduction. We said the proficiency certificate in front desk operations by Kuzan Global Academy equips participants with the skills and standard that is needed to deliver excellent customer service. So all we are doing is how to make you deliver excellent service so that everyone that comes to your organization, you will know that you have actually met someone that has learned. You didn't just pick up a job. I was going through I think on my social media page, I saw something, I think a fire outbreak in a fuel station, I think a gas station or so. No, the car just caught fire, just a little, and nobody was there. How they were just videoing and nobody was there to help. Is it that there was no fire extinguishers or something? They just stood there until the fire consumed the vehicle and the fuel station was almost consumed before the fire service were able to come and rescue the situation. So somebody make a comment. They said this is when you have people that don't have passion for their jobs, but they are a place that put food on your table and is being destroyed, and there's something to do and you cannot do. And another thing is that the staff that are there, are they actually trained? Do they even know what they are supposed to do in such situation? So that is why when you are working in an organization, taking trainings like this help you give you an advantage over others. You should be well equipped. Don't just go and sign in for a job and then you are relaxed because now I have a job, I'm getting salary. No. What impact are you making in that place? How do people feel when they meet you? You know, meeting you, what is the image the organization you are working for is getting because of you? These are the things that speaks for you. Especially when you are working at the front office, you are the eye of that organization. You are the brand ambassador of that business or that company. You are the first point of contact. When people walk in, they meet you first before even meeting the owner of the place. So you have a lot in your hands. So you must equip yourself with this kind of training. You must equip yourself as a customer service agent. You must equip yourself with enough knowledge how to serve situation, security-wise, and hazard-wise, and all around. Because what? You are not just, you know, we actually see that is front desk, you know, and another thing is that when organizations are listing out jobs, you know, if they put the salary, they will put other higher position, front desk or receptionist, they will just put one small amount. You know, the issue is that because we don't understand the workload in the hand of this person. But you know what? If you pay, like I know I'm talking to people that are business owners here. I want you to have a rethink about your front desk officers, your receptionists. Train them, equip them, give them what they need, make them happy, motivate them, and then you will know that your business will do well, because they are the first contact to your organization. And when they are happy, I want to assure you that your business will move. All right, we said what our focus was on global best practices in front desk operation. Those are the things we've learned. You know, the international standards for every organization you are working for. Then effective communication and complaint handling. How do you communicate? I know from that we have seen verbal and non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication has to do with your body language, how you react, how you respond. If somebody is just greeting you, you know, you can be angry and you're on the phone, even though the person is not seeing you. The truth is that when you are answering a call and you smile, you know the person that is at the other end knows that you are smiling. I don't know if you have noticed that before, but you just know that this person is smiling, this person is happy talking to me. Then if the person is not happy, from the tone of that person, you will know that something is wrong. This person is not happy. That is why some people, when you call them, they'll say, "Are you okay? Are you sure you're okay?" They are not seeing you, but they heard your voice and they can say a lot from there. So effective communication matters. So no matter what are the challenges, you know, I threw a question, was it yesterday or no, I think a day before. I said, you have challenges in your home before coming to work, and then you're having the workload from the office. What are you supposed to do at that time when it turns working? It is not easy. The truth is that you cannot pretend not to have issues, but you can actually try and help yourself to forget. Will I say forget, or I would say that just pretend to drop them. Like this one is business, this one is home issues. Or this one, then I make a very important point there. I said, the person that is coming to meet you don't know what you are going through. And you don't expect the person to come and react like somebody that knows that you are not okay. So when people are coming, be neutral. Put in your best and deliver. So the use of technology in guest management, I think we've checked that using the CRM system and all that. Then the soft skills, having your soft skills and professional etiquette for this work. All right, so let's go to our next slide. So no, this is not as much. All right, so what are your roles as a front desk officer, just like what we've learned? The first thing we'll hammer on was what? Your first impression. Be first impression specialist. Don't forget that. First impression, you don't have the whole day to make your first impression. It's just within minutes. When a client walk in, the way you respond. Okay, let me share an experience I had. Though I wasn't the front desk officer, but the front desk officer was served, and then before we employ somebody, I have to just come sit down there because they have noticed something about me, how I handle clients. So I was sitting down there. I didn't know that the previous lady had an issue with one of the clients. So the woman was ready to come and fight her and then withdraw all her investment from the company. So when the woman walked in, They came in, 2 of them. Immediately they opened the door. I greeted. They walked in. When they walked in, I smiled. You know, our office is at the 2nd floor. So I just smiled at them. I greeted. I said, you people have exercised this morning. That's mostly everybody's challenge after climbing all the staircase and entering. You've seen the person panting. I just smile. I say, I just try to like apologize. Sorry, you're no lifts here and all that. That alone, that first gist, that first talk just melted the woman's heart. When she now walked in, I said, madam, please just sit down and relax. I think I was cold, so I put off the AC. I quickly put it on so that they can relax. And immediately after that, she now said, who are you? I just smiled. I said, I'm Dorcas. I said, where's the person that was here before? I said, she's not here again. He said, if you know why I came here, but the moment I entered, you changed everything. I said, thank God I was able to help. And then after that, she now said, okay, that this was why she even came. She wanted to close everything and all that. I said, no, ma, this is not. I said, no. That it won't be a good idea to do that. I now sat down. I tried to be professional, explaining to her and all that. And that was it. And that was how we maintained that customer. So, and then the organization was not aware of our first contact with the other person, and we're not aware of the second contact. Now you can imagine what that lady created in that woman's heart. And she had a lot of people. And when she was coming the second time, she came with somebody, and that person was ready to call others to withdraw their investments. So in case you're a business owner in this place, a hotel owner, a hotel manager, please, you see those your front desk people, don't joke with them. They can either make your business to grow or reduce it and reduce your effort drastically. So don't joke with them. Okay, the next thing is communication or your communication, just like what you said. So these are the things you need to learn. First impressions specialist, communication or problem solver. You need to be a problem solver. I work under a boss then. When you are telling her, okay, this is what happened, this is what happened. When you finish, you say, do you know, I don't like problems. Give me solutions. When you are working under someone and all you do is to bring problem upon problem and piling up problems, seriously, you think you are doing good, but you are not. When you highlight the problem, try to bring out possible solutions to those problems or suggestions on how this problem can be solved. You have made it so much easy for the person. Very, very easy. And then the person will be able to okay. And next time when they are looking, when promotion is coming, I bet you will be considered. They will create a particular portfolio just because of you. That's just it. So try to be a problem solver. Then the next one is brand ambassador, just like we've learned in the class. You are the brand ambassador. So train yourself as a brand ambassador. Don't see yourself as a front desk person. And let me just go and sit down and be answering call and all that. No, see yourself as the brand ambassador of that organization. And I want you to know, the more effort you put into somebody's work, and God is watching and he will reward you and give you own. But when you let somebody down and somebody hand over such an organization to you and you mar everything, I want you to know that you're also reducing in yourself. So let's try our best. If you are a business owner and you
I can't hear you again here, ma'am.
Okay, are you the only one? Are others hearing me? Let me know. Are other people hearing me? Please unmute yourself and answer.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, all right. Please just check your network so that you follow along. Can you hear me now?
You should accept other people. Yeah.
Oh, so sorry. And I don't think I'm seeing them. Please, if you see anybody, you can just accept them in, please. All right. So the next point here is service etiquette across cultures.
Yes, ma. You are clear, loud and clear.
All right, thank you. So we have, how do you handle when it comes to service etiquette across cultures? Warm greetings. We are from different cultures. Let's just use Nigeria. We have different culture, different way we greet and interact with people. But You cannot be as a front office and want to greet everybody like the Yorubas will always do. But you can strike a balance so that everybody that walked in will feel accepted, will feel respected. You understand? So that you don't lose your clients. So what do? You warm greeting and eye contact. You see, there's something about eye contact. When you are looking, the person will know that this person attention is on me. You understand? Okay. Currently, that is why I'm not showing I'm not putting on my camera. I'm actually in a hospital taking care of somebody. Okay, so I went out to go and get drugs, not inside the hospital. I stepped out to the pharmacist outside. No, the first guy I met, I went there yesterday. I tried to get drugs. Now reaching there, he was attending to us, but his name was somewhere else. Please try and mute your mics. Okay, his attention was with somebody. I got tired. I was telling him, I said, do you want to attend to us, or you want to attend, or you want to keep watching? He said he's tired. I said, if you're tired, walk inside, go and take a rest, and then leave this table so that the pharmacist will know that there is nobody standing here. That was how I responded to him. I went in again to go. Then I went to that same place. I met the same guy, but thank God he was not the one attending to me. Somebody else was attending to me. Then he was coming out. Do you know he was coming out? Somebody was actually standing waiting for somebody to attend to him. The guy was walking to the person, and yet his attention was outside, just like. And I told him, I said, is this your normal behavior? So imagine, you understand. So if I have opportunity of meeting him, I will just tell him, don't put this guy in this place. No, he doesn't take the business serious because it's not his own. He will work there and collect the salary and go. So it's very important, please, where you are. The next thing we'll be looking at is your dress sense. When we talk about dress sense, talks about what? Your entire appearance. The way you dress, that's how you'll be addressed. Let's not forget that. You don't dress because you don't dress anyhow. Dress professional. Dress in a way that when people walk in, even if they senior you, they will respect. Keep your hair straight and keep your face clear. Don't do one hairstyle for the ladies that will just cover your face, cover your eyes and all those. No, put your face clear. Look like somebody that is ready to work. If you see other professions that use uniform, you can see the way they're dressed. So it's for us to look at things like that and learn. That is why some organization will insist that you have uniform in their place of work, because they are trying to curtail a lot of things. You don't have to leave your children. Dress sensitivity, very important. Cultural sensitivity. Don't carry your culture to that place. No. Me, no. In my place, we don't. Please, no. That is not your place. That office is not in your village. That workplace is not in your village.
Hello, ma. Your voice is very low.
Okay. Is it the network? Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you here, loud and clear, ma.
Okay, so
your voice is loud enough, ma.
All right. So thank you. I was talking about cultural sensitivity. So just don't say that this is how we do things. This is how I do things. This is how we do things in my place, in my place, in my place. No, that place you are working, you should know that you are looking for customers from all places. So don't insist on how this is how we do things and it must be like that. Open your heart to learn. You will be improving on a daily basis. As you meet people, you see the way they talk, you see the way they react. It's changing your mindset, and you get to be a better person. Then when you are handling complaints and difficult situations, what are the things you need to take into consideration? I know we have done all these things, but it's very important we just have a recap of all of them. When you are handling complaints and difficult situations, the step I listed here, I just listed 4 out of many. Said what? Listen first. It's very important. Don't just go ahead and be the one talking. When you have a situation at hand, Give that customer the opportunity to express him or herself. By the time the person finishes talking, as you are listening with apt attention, you will get responses from the way the person is talking. Even if the person is bringing a complaint or the person is bringing a report, from the way the person, you are listening actively, you will be able to get all the response and you'll be able to solve the problem. We have talked about being a problem solver. So you can only be that if you listen. When you listen a lot, you will have a lot of ideas on how to respond to situation. Listening to somebody will make you know how the person reacts and feels when people talk. And it will give you an insight to know the kind of person the person is. Okay, because people react. Somebody says something, say you don't provoke someone and tell him how to react. People react differently to different situations, or the same situation. You see the same situation, the reaction comes in diverse ways because of the kind of people involved. So if you listen very well, it will help you to now know that, see, the same thing has happened before, and this person didn't take it this way. And look at the way this person is taking his own. So you have to do what, be in the middle and try to what, make the person understand. So you listen first. Don't be the first to talk. Once, when you call or when you pick a call, somebody call you. You know, we are fond of doing that in Nigeria. Somebody will give you a call. Hello, say, you start talking. Thank you. Good evening. How are you doing? It's not you that called. Just greet and listen. A lot of people do that. Somebody is calling you. You are the one talking, as if you are the one. When you know you wanted to talk, why didn't you call? You understand? So please listen first. It's very important. Be a listener, and then secondly, acknowledge problems. Oh, so sorry. So okay, don't try to first, just listen and then acknowledge the problem, and the next thing that follows that, oh, okay, this was what happened, you accept it. Then you do what? You apologize sincerely. You know, they said that the power of life and death lies in the tongue. The Bible tells us that what the tongue is what? The smallest organ in the body, but it can kill, it can spark fire. That is how it is. You see this tongue that God has given us. It's very small, but it's very powerful. How you use it, you see that how you will preserve your life or you will finish your life before it's time. So you apologize and then provide solutions, provide a solution. Okay, I think you see that if it's something that is beyond you, say, okay, I'm going to look into it. Okay, I will take this up with my manager and then we'll get back to you, ma. Please don't be angry. We are sorry for this. We apologize, but we will get a solution. So you try to provide solution. Don't just accept and sit down. The other lady I was complaining, I gave an illustration about, had an issue that sparked a lot of fights at the front office that day. Somebody brought some statements of accounts. She acknowledged, she carried it, and the lady was sitting down and waiting. She didn't come back to tell her anything. She came back, she didn't say a word, whether, okay, I've submitted it, it's being attended to. And then for her to even go back and know that it was on nothing, my manager got tired of waiting. He has even finished settling all the issues. He now came out. When he came out, he now saw everybody, and he was now calling and said, whose document is this? The old lady now stood up and said, it's hers. She was like telling the front desk officer, I've been done with this. And I was even asking who dropped this on my table. He didn't even explain what I'm supposed to do. That is how that woman got angry. Said, so is this girl that kept me all this while? And instead of her to apologize, I'm so sorry, ma. She started fighting because she told the woman, no, don't shout at me. He said, that is a very, very, very bad thing to do. Even if you are at your right, in that situation, you stay calm. Still apologize, calm the person down. If the person is not calm, he can never understand or listen to you. So that's it. And then let's apply the technologies and the innovations that we have. The digital check-in, the mobile apps, online reviews and reputation management. Online reviews is very important. For instance, now we have learned from this and you drop reviews for us on our Facebook page or anywhere, anybody else will say, okay, this person have actually learned something like this. Or if something went bad and you go to any of our social media handles and just report that this is what these people did, or they are not good, they are this, they will not teach you well, they will not put you. You know, you have left a very, very, very serious issue there. Just a word. So online reviews are very important because when you act well, you will get good reviews. And then it will be a reputation management. So be able to manage your reputation and then keep going higher. Then the CRM system, I posted something on the CRM system yesterday outside the class. So let's still go through them. If you have questions, still drop them. Then I think we talked about data privacy yesterday and security. So please, let's go through them. Now, I want us to have a little discussion on this. This is the situation. I believe everybody can see my screen and you can read this. It's like a real life case study now. And it's that we said, okay, it just leaves a bad TripAdvisor review about root service. Now, these are the things I want us to, so you can just take like a minute and just read through this question and then let's discuss it. The first question I put here is what could have gone wrong? The second question is what should have been done differently? And the last one is what are the lessons that we need to learn? I believe with this, we are going to be able to help ourselves discuss a lot. Let's see, because now these are the three things you always pick when you have a situation. What went wrong? What should have been done differently? And what are the lessons to be picked from there? These are the three things when you have a situation. These are the three things you should always look at. So I don't know, can we go to check this and then let's begin to discuss this? I don't know if you understand the question here, the case that we are looking at. Let's talk. Do you understand
Yes.
what we are looking
It's
at?
understood. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the situation we have. Okay, so the case that we have. Leaving a bad TripAdvisor review about root service. And then these are the points of discussion I want us to look at. Or less, you can even pick something that has happened in your organization or something that has happened around you. And then let's discuss on this. What could have gone wrong? What should have been done differently? And then what are the lessons that we can pick?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. My name is Anulua. I would like to share, and this thing this thing actually can be discussed in two ways. Well, number one, there are some customers, there are some clients that no matter what you do to satisfy them, they can never be satisfied. They will always try to get your nerve because I don't know, maybe they are frustrated. Okay, let me share one experience from Jardine Hotel that is in Ogumosho. Something happened like 2 years ago that this group of actors that they came to Ogumosho to come and act in, they came to location there. So fortunately, they lodged in an hotel where my friends happened to be the receptionist there. So which I normally go there to visit her whenever I'm less busy. So that particular day, she's the one on duty and she welcomed everybody with open arms. Welcome, sir, welcome, ma. They are even actors, so she actually greeted them very well. You see your face on the movie, you are welcome. These are room service. She gave them the catalog to look at the room that they want. But one of them, I think, the man, it is well known. If I should mention his name, is well known. You have to be like, why is she smiling? Why is she greeting them that they are here for the room, that if she's not able to give them the room, they can easily walk out, blah blah, stuff like that. And she was like, please sir, I'm sorry. Okay, these are the catalog. Choose one that you want. He's not even ready to listen. Like he's not, and even others, his colleagues were like, calm down, you are a celeb. This girl is just trying to give us the kudos. She's just giving us accolades for what she has been saying through our acting on the screen here and there. It was his colleagues that actually calmed him down. that went like that. Following morning, I think the cleaners want to clean his room because Jardine Hotel, they normally clean their room around 6 a.m. or 7. And they normally do give them complimentary every morning. So, and it is already written on their table, on each room table, like it is rules and regulations there. So knowing that already, so I don't think it is wrong for the room service to knock the door at given time for them to do their job, right? So at that time when they came to knock the door, okay, it is we the room service, we want to clean, we want to do this, something that they were like, what kind of what an insolence, what's a disorder, can you come? Why will you knock door? People are still sleeping, stuff like that. That everything just young papas young babies scatter. The manager have to interfere, everybody have to interfere. They were like, that's their hotel room, that's their hotel rules and regulation, and it is even clearly written on each room's table, so they will know. That's why they always advise their clients, their lodgers, to go through the piece of paper putting on their table so they will understand where. So in that case, if such person actually go on their social media platform to drop a bad review on my own side, that's a very bad of him, because he or she is the one that doesn't follow the hotel rules and regulation. And what actually happened is not the hotel service fault. That's about that. But in a case whereby the staffs and the workers are the one that hasn't good at their job, what could have been done is, first, in my own point of view, what could have gone wrong is, maybe the front desk officer doesn't have a good character, doesn't have um a good manner of approach. Maybe he or she is someone that doesn't even know how to greet somebody, that if they even greet him or her, it will be hard to answer, that you be giving using nose to answer somebody. You're not even jovial, you're not lively. So guests are here greeting you, you are behaving somehow, that they have to call for another person to be like, is this how you people behave here? It was that another person that was like, we are sorry sir, kini kan. So I don't know if you understand Yoruba. So I just pé ẹlòmíì ló wá attend sí wọn. It was not another person that attended to them. In that case, if I should be one of the manager of that of that organization, I'll first of all suspend that person. Because if that person should continue to be as our front desk, definitely we will definitely run down, because complaints will keep coming, customers or guests will not we stop coming, because they be like, that's how they do there, that's how they do there, not knowing that she's the one that doesn't know what to do. She's the one that is battling with her bad behavior. I think that's what would have gone wrong. That's my own little contribution.
Thank you very
And
much. Yes,
yes,
yes, yes. Yeah, go on. Okay, you done? Okay,
yeah, lesson
thank you for that.
lesson
Okay, the lesson
for us,
learned.
lesson
Mm,
learned for us is, according to the question that you asked on, I think day 2 or day 3 class, that as the front desk officer, that you already have a rough morning, getting to work, you having visitor, call to attend, everything to attend, what will you do? If I'm the one, and I have something like that, in as much as I'm leaving my house, any problem that I might have, I've already left it in my sitting room at my entrance door. I'm going to work. My work should be my first priority at that working hour. Whatever that I might be going through personally, it is already at home. I might go back to them after work, but during work, they are not my problem anymore, because I have to do my work diligently for customer not to complain. I have to make sure that I do my work with sincerity and with open ends. In as much as I know that I'm the door between the customer and organization, and I won't want where I'm working, what is giving me money to feed myself to run down. So I think character and behavior is very, very important, whichever place we find ourselves. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much. That's a good one. Okay, I think we have another hand. Ola Niron.
Yes,
Please, if you
good
can
evening.
hear me. All right. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, what could have gone wrong? I would give 3 points. The first one is lack of training. The staff may not have been trained on hospitality, standards, empathy, or conflict resolution. The second one may be miscommunication. Guest requests may have been ignored, misunderstood, or met with a harsh response. Then the third one, even when maybe these things have happened, there was no recovery effort, maybe from the manager or staff members to apologize or to resolve the issue. So what could have been done differently is the first one is train your staff to remain calm, courteous, and solution focused, even during stressful situations. Another thing that could have been done is to a manager could have approached the guests before they left to smoothen things out to prevent a negative online review. Then if something cannot be done, explain politely and offer alternatives. Thank you so much. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, ma.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. That was a good one. And then we are having another hand. I believe all of us are jotting down and learning from all these contributions of others. I always say, you learn from other people's experience. Don't wait to have the experience to learn. As people are getting their own experiences, sharing with us, let's pick them, collect all those informations, and they will help us to do better. I think the next person here is, I think Mr. Ibrahim is back. Is this Mr. Ibrahim? Malam Ibrahim. Yeah, we lost you
Adeyemi
the other
Subar. My own name is Adeyemi Subar.
Okay, JME. Okay, all right, let's have you.
Thank you very much, ma. What
You're
could
welcome.
have gone wrong? In addition to all what my colleagues have included, I want to put in this too, that it ought to be added to it. One, it can be from the guest's side. Somebody that receive an unpalatable news, maybe from home, from family, or from the workplace, while he or she is putting in with you. Can you hear me, ma?
Yes, clearly.
Good, ma. Now, the other one is, it is possible, just as my colleagues have said, that it might be poor service delivery from the officer in charge. What should have been done differently? The very first thing that I believe will go a long way in ameliorating the situation or dousing the tension is for the officer that believes that the guests are not responding positively ought to express himself or herself to the superior or herself that, I don't think what I've just said, what I've just done, go down well with my guests and correct the situation. The point I wanted to lay emphasis on is that we keep talking about empathy. Empathy. It does a lot. Emotional quotient will go a long way in ensuring that you read the body language of your guests and you determine areas that are faulty. There is need for those of us that are in the managerial position to continuously train our staff. Don't say because I've invested in this proficiency front desk issue, whenever there is another one that is coming up, we should get ourselves engaged in it and continuously review what we have learned. Lessons from this episode that we are trashing tonight, the case study, is that we should be on our toes. We should not relent on improving our performances, and that can only be done if you continuously read about your profession, attend workshops and seminars, read books that will improve you. Thank you very much, man. This is the bit that I'm contributing. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. That's much appreciated. We have Dominion Desmond. Dominion, if you can hear me, can you unmute
I can hear
yourself?
you,
Yes,
ma.
thank you. All right. Yeah.
Okay. So what could have gone wrong is that the staff may have spoken in a harsh tone, which showed impatience or failed to listen to the guest properly. Even though small actions or ignorance, or if the person does, or if the guest is angry, it makes or is already in a bad mood, can pass it on to the admin. Or even small actions like ignoring complaints or not smiling could be seen as a rude service for some people. And number two, what should have done differently? The staff should have remained calm, polite, and professional no matter the situation. They should have tried listening to the
Yeah.
guest concerns, apologize quickly, and try to solve the issue. And then three, we must always try and listen to our guests, because they said we must always try and listen to the guests we respect, because if the guest or the the admin does a bad work for the person, it can ruin the whole business reputation depending on the person.
Thank you very much. That was a good one. Who else want to say something? Who else is trying to, who will attend to this again? Is that all? Okay, then we'll be expecting our next question. Okay, now let me just say something little.
Hello. Hello.
Same.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yes,
okay, I'm
please.
not okay. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. So the first speaker on this that was talking about the cleaning of
A hotel.
room service. Yeah, room services to clean hotel rooms by 6 o'clock. I don't know. I think for the fact that it's hotel, room services going by 6 o'clock for me is too early, right? So I think even though it's being spelled out, I think that needs to be reviewed. I don't know if other customers have given that feedback or so, but you go to somebody's room and knock somebody by 6 o'clock in hotel. I think for me, it's
Probably the
really
person just
too
left
early.
around 5.
It's too early. So they should make a review on that part of it. I think that's what I will have to say. Although it's past, but I think I will have to say something on that. That 6
Yeah,
o'clock
because
is too early.
we have other business owners here that also learn from there. Yeah. Thank you very much. I think I'm seeing another hand. Charity. We have Charity. If you can hear me, unmute yourself. Can Charity hear me? Okay, let's go to Joyce.
Yes.
Okay, all right, Charity, go ahead. Good evening.
Okay, fine. Good evening. So based on the contribution that the first person contributed, still, and in terms of cleaning the room, I want to say that knocking on the customer's reservation room in order to go in to start cleaning the room, I don't think that is well-mannered approach. Even if the notice has been laid down on the table, before going into the room, you're supposed to drop a call. I think all the reservations rooms have intercom. So you need to notify the person because you may not know if the person is already at work or not. So you need to like place a call notifying the person, oh, wow, it's time for your room cleanup. We are coming. If the person is not free, we'll tell you, oh, give me some moment, give me a while, and that it's a well understood and the communication will be clear. And secondly, in terms of manner of approach, at times clients are always very funny at times, because at times you don't know what someone has encountered, maybe on the welcoming, or maybe the project that the person was handling, all of a sudden everything just got scattered and the person is just pissed off. And in that process, anybody the person comes across, that anger is still there. And for you as a professional, you need to stay calm. Once someone steps in, you need to first of all study the person's body language. The person's face appearance will like explain everything to you. From there, you know how to follow up the person. I've encountered such that a client came, the client wanted to see the manager. The way the client was doing, it was so funny. I said, okay, sir, let me reach out to the manager if he was expecting you. He said, yes, he had appointments. I said, okay, please, I have a seat. The man wants to barge in direct. I was just begging. Immediately, I placed the intercom on the manager. The manager, as I was talking, the man was already barging in. I had to notify the manager, this is what is happening. First of all, I related the information straight away so that the manager know what is going on already. And the man was already shouting, raising an alarm, and the manager heard it from the background. So in that case, you have already has already been explained, because the manager already now is aware of what's going on from the beginning, and the manager will now know the manner of approach to use with that kind of clients. So we really need to like stay calm.
No, thank you very much, Charity. That's a good one. I think we have another person, Joyce. Joyce, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes,
Okay,
I can
it's
hear
like
you.
Charity is still talking. Charity, are you done?
I'm true.
Okay. All right, thank you. Yes, Joyce, please, you can unmute yourself now and talk. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you once again. Good evening, everyone. So, what could have done in such a situation? Maybe at first, the customer had a poor impression about the front desk officer, or maybe the complaint he or she laid was not resolved. So what could have been done differently was maybe if, for instance, the front desk officer gave a warm welcome to the customer. I've had an instance when I visited the hospital. The front desk officer, or should I call her receptionist, when I approached her desk, I said, "Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?"
Why we can hear you?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. So when I visited the hospital, I approached the front desk. I greeted the lady, but the answers she gave, the response was not welcoming. And guess what? That day was their customer service week. So after that, after the encounter I had with her, they gave me a form to rate them,
Oh
and I
my
gave a very
goodness.
bad rating. Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so I gave a bad rating because I was not treated nicely. I was not welcomed calmly. So I gave a bad review during their customer week. So if one wasn't welcomed politely or calmly, that can cause one to give a bad review about the customer service. Also, if what
Oh,
the
yeah,
issue I brought
Wale,
to your
please help us mute your mic. Thank you. Okay. Wale Afunmilayo, can you help us All right, Joyce, you can go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes,
So like
ma'am.
I was saying, if the issue I brought to your desk was not attended to, I would definitely give a bad rating about your services. So these are the things that may have caused the review, the root service review about the front desk officer. So just like we're being taught in the class, your first impression really matters. So your first impression to your guests or your customer really matters. When you have a first impression about, when someone has a first impression about you, that person will definitely give you a good rating or a good review. Also, maybe the front desk officer lacked active listening. So maybe the complaint he or she brought, the customer brought, there was no follow up or the issue was not resolved. So if something happens like that, I can also give a bad review about the front desk officer, which will also affect their department. So in cases like that, customers, the front desk officer should be attentive, listen, should should listen attentively to customers' issues or complaints, and they should be able to resolve, not just listening, but follow up and resolve such issues. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Joyce. That was a good one. Thank you very much. Yeah. No, we've learned a lot from all the responses from others. One thing I want us to take very important here is this. Every guest interaction shapes the organization's reputation. Just like Joyce said that she walked in, the responses were not nice, and then she left a bad review. That staff may lose or that staff may lose her job. And maybe it's even a problem of finance that made her to be like that. Now the way she attended to her and got that bad review will also compound her problem by her losing a job. And then you are looking for money now where you're expecting money to come, you have lost. So that is why it's very important to apply emotional intelligence in everything we do. All right, so we should know that every guest interaction shapes the organization's reputation. Then professionalism must remain constant. Professionalism must remain constant. No matter what you are going through, keep telling yourself, I have to be professional. I have to be professional, regardless of your personal feelings. You don't expect people to feel or see exactly. Nobody is God. We are all humans. Yes, you are going through a lot, but the next person sitting by your side is don't even know what you are going through. So reacting, we are not going to see why you are reacting. What we see is your reaction. But the reason behind your reaction, seriously, is not important to anyone. But your reaction is what everybody picks. So that is it. So then learn to train yourself in role play. You can just sit down with somebody, okay, in case I have this situation, how am I supposed to? No, try to do a role play. You understand? Jokingly like that, but you are learning. You keep learning. You can see somebody that gives an exceptional service. Why not just do a role play with such a person and say, wow, I love the way you talk. I love the way you attended to this person. Can I try it? And say, this is how you do it. Say, hi, good morning. How do you know all those things? You are learning, you are improving yourself. Okay, the next, also know that what quick response to online reviews. When you have a situation like that, because going on such an on a trip advisor to drop a review, a negative review concerning your organization, I want you to know that it has gone viral. So what you do to that review will either make you or mar you. Because now we are looking at a situation where something very bad has gone out. Now you are doing what? You are trying to manage that crisis. So your response is what will help you. Someone was trying to discredit us in our last class that we did in customer service. You know, I just look at the guy, responded to him, and that was it. He kept quiet. And on going back to our history and records, we realized that he has never gotten a certificate from us. But he has participated in our classes, but he didn't get a certificate. So I was now imagining, okay, which certificate did he take outside and he was not able to get a job, or people don't know, and all those stuff. You know, the review, why he was dropping. So I just know that this person, so that also will also help us to know there are some things that are, some crises that are caused by the clients, not really the staff. And I'm going to throw that as a question. Now you have a situation that is not the staff that caused it, but the clients. How do we handle it? Let's say it is not the staff that reacted wrongly, but it was the client that did the wrong thing, and it's the same client that goes up and drops such a negative review concerning your organization. So how do we handle such situation? Excuse me. I want to hear us respond. If you find yourself in such a situation, it is not the staff, but it is your client, and the client is still the same person that has gone out to go and drop negative reviews about your organization, about your services. How do we handle such situation? Because I was hitting something, I decided that I won't finish talking about it, talking about how the response to reviews. So how do we respond to such a situation in order to still maintain the reputation and the image of our businesses or organizations? Did you get me? Did you hear me? Did you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. And my answer is
okay.
off.
Did you? Okay, all right. Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much, Mark. In such a situation whereby it is the client that is wronged professionally, and it is this same client that went ahead to badmouth or write petition or say something that is bad about the organization, the professional footstep does not change. It is still the same. How? We are sorry if you feel offended. But here in our establishment, these are the laid down rules. We believe that if you come back some other time, we will make up. And what they usually say in Nigeria, that customers are always right. I think this is where it comes up. If you badmouthed us, and you are the one that caused chaos, you are the one that is culprit, you are the one that ought to be chastised, and you went ahead to make a formal report and are fabricating things that did not happen against us, definitely we are sorry if you have been mistreated. That sorry should not be too far from our mouth. And we will not still believe the situation occurs. The true picture we will analyze, and we will still go back and say we are very sorry if you perceive that you have been mistreated. Thank you very much, ma.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, I think we have another person. Thank you, sir. We have another person. Please, can you unmute yourself? Ola, is it Ola Neron? Leah? Yes. Okay, so I think we can continue. Yes, who else wants to say something on the situation? Okay, so just like the first person said something, I think somebody is trying to talk.
Okay, so let me, yes, let me say something about that. So, although it also depends on the organization or what you are doing, maybe that business or school and the rest of it. So one out of many, I think one out of many is truly nothing. But then a situation whereby you're having maybe few numbers saying, few persons saying the same thing about the business, that means there is a little problem. But if it's one out of many, I think you can also try to bring the review of the rest, or let's say maybe we have 40 persons in the class, like what I'm seeing here now. We have 40 people logged on here. Then out of the 40, one person is discrediting maybe
Yeah, let me just say something before he returns. So the first thing now, what you need to look at is the reputation and the image of your organization. So in such situation, the first step to do is what you stay calm and then be professional. You don't react emotionally or defensively when you are in such a situation. Don't try to defend what the person has said. Just go ahead and react what's very clear. Having in mind that what the audience is not just the clients, but the public reading the review. So the reason why you will apologize is not because of that client. It's because what you want to keep or protect the image of your organization. So keep that in mind. It is not about the client, but about the audience. So if you keep that in mind, it will put your review in check. It will put your response in check so that you will know how to go calmly to respond. Just the way I normally do things. I think I once mentioned it that I do bake cakes. So I like a client coming to me, I'm like, oh no, I don't have that money. Please, okay, just do at my level. I'll tell the clients, yeah, I would have loved to help you. But doing this cake at your level, it is not you that is paying for these services that will be the only person that will consume that. I know a lot of people will see the work there, a lot of people will test it. So it goes beyond the person you are transacting the business with. So when you have such a situation, you keep that in mind, the audience. So you can now do an internal investigation on the situation. Then you can now respond respectfully and calmly and be empathetic when you are doing it, just because what you are keeping the image of your organization. I think that person was trying to say something. If it's a review, you might have like a lot of people that have not said negative things, and then one person is saying something, it will help. Ensure that you are not always having negative reviews on your site. Okay, I think with this, let's move forward before our next question. I said if somebody wants to say something again, I don't know if somebody wants to say something. If not, we'll move forward. Okay, I think we didn't talk about I didn't say something much about the lesson that we should learn from that. Okay, okay, one thing I wanted to say is that every guest okay, I think I mentioned them as a good one. So let's go to the next thing. Let's just talk about soft skills for excellence. Soft skills for excellence. And the first thing I put here is emotional intelligence, active listening, conflict resolution, team collaboration. Now, somebody said something I just read from someone's WhatsApp status. He said the team, one person cannot be a team. It is a collective effort. And when you begin to appreciate the efforts, the little efforts of everyone, that is what makes you a team. The little thing this person is contributing, you're able to push forward. It makes a team, and it makes the team motivated, and you will see great results. So team spirit is very important. It's a good skill that you should try all your best to get. Learn how to resolve situation, conflict resolution, how to respond. And the first thing we've learned in responding is what active listening. Let's talk a little about emotional intelligence. Who can tell us what emotional intelligence is? Please, you can unmute yourself and just say something. Who can just speak a little on emotional intelligence? Remember, this is an interactive class. I'm not a teacher. I'm only here to just facilitate. Yes. Who is talking? Is anybody saying something? Emotional intelligence. Can you hear me? Let me know if you are hearing me, please. Can you respond? If you can hear me, unmute yourself and respond.
Yes, ma. I can hear you.
All right.
I can hear you as well.
All right, thank you. All right, so I was asking a question. Let's talk a little about emotional intelligence. Yes. This word emotional intelligence. Nobody is saying anything. Are we together?
Hello, ma. Can I speak on that?
Okay, yes, please go ahead.
Can I speak on that, ma?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, emotional intelligence is thought, being matured, being able to maintain composure in the presence of pressure or something annoying. Thinking before acting, thinking before reacting. I think that's emotional intelligence. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's a great one. You think before you react, right? I told somebody the other time, I said, I would rather, I just told her, I said, I think it's better you respond to situation instead of reacting. No, there's difference between reaction and response. So you respond to situation. If you want to maintain your integrity outside, learn to respond to situations. And you have to think before you act so that you don't fall off. Okay, Oyewale. Yes, please, you can go ahead. Oyewale, if you can hear me, unmute yourself. Oyewale. Okay, looks like she's not here. Okay, I think I'm seeing another person, Arinola. Yes, please, can
Good
you
evening.
unmute yourself? Yeah. Good evening. Sorry if I
Good
murdered your
evening.
name.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Unmute yourself, please. Unmute yourself.
Good
All
evening,
right.
everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah,
Ma.
for me, I would say emotional intelligence is being able to manage, recognize, and understand both yourself, emotions, and others. Meaning that you have to have empathy. You should be able to communicate clearly, handle conflicts well without being biased. You should be self-aware of other people's emotions and your own also. Staying in control, even while managing stress, adapting to changes, and keeping a positive mind. At the end of the day, it saves both you and your client the whole situations. You might be stressed at that moment, but if you're able to kind of undo yourself, just keep the pressure down, be calm. Because anyone that is complaining, let me be factual with you, we are all humans. For someone to complain about something, that person has been pushed, has seen something. Some are under the influence of stress, some are not in the good mood at that moment. You, the receiver, you're on the receiving end right now because you are the front desk manager. So whatever you are facing at that moment, at that point, should be on your toes. Like when I'm sitting, when I'm angry, I kind of tap my feet, like remind myself, because I am receiving, they are bringing the problem to me. If I leave that seat and go elsewhere, I will be the person giving also, and that person too is receiving it. Are we clear on that? So I think that's that for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's a good one. Joyce, please go ahead. Unmute yourself, please.
Okay. My understanding, emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage your emotions and that of others. For instance, you have a client right in front of you, frustrating you, trying to push you to what, trying to trigger you to get you upset. If that person is really getting you, the best thing you should do, I think, is take a deep breath and respond calmly to the client rather than snapping back at the client. So emotional intelligence is just all about managing your emotions and that of others. You shouldn't let your emotions show in your tone, no matter how upset or angry you may be at the moment. You shouldn't let your emotions show in your tone. Try to control it. So that's what that emotional intelligence, you being able to control your emotions and that of others. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. We have the next person. I think that will be the last speaker. That's Okoko.
Okay. Emotional intelligence help you handle yourself and your relationship wisely. In terms of your place of work, it will help you stay calm under pressure instead of just reacting emotionally on things that will happen around you. It makes work easier for you to, like, people will see you in a different perspective when you handle things, even when you are hungry and you still control your emotions and you still deliver your job. People will start looking at you in a different form, and it shows that leadership qualities in you. Like people will want to trust you and respect you more, because even with all the emotions that you have, you're still able to maintain yourself and then deliver your job. So it's all about you being able to hold still, even with all the stress. You are still doing what you ought to do. I think that's a little thing I can contribute. Thank you.
All right. I'm not seeing anybody's hand up.
My hand is up, ma.
Okay, all right, sir. Please go ahead.
Can I go ahead?
Questions, contributions? Yes, sir. We have just 3 minutes to do this. Thank you.
Good evening, my fellow front desk students solving this critical problem. I work in the school's business, and anytime vacation and we are approaching resumption, it is usually a talk of war. But when it comes to issue of quantifying those services monetarily, whatever you had will be violently resisted, to the extent that you will be thinking that, are they not gaining anything for what we are doing? Like 2026 academic session is about starting. In the front desk, we have been receiving a lot of bombardments. Pay this. That amount is just unrealistic. What exactly are you adding up that makes the fee to skyrocket like that? People did not talk about skyrocketing of fuel, of bread, of a other services. They want staff to teach.
This Mr. Chooks, I don't know. I don't know.
Can I repeat myself?
Okay, all right, go ahead now.
If you are hearing me, I said it is always a tug of war for the front desk. Whenever school went on long back and we're about to resume, because definitely fees will be jacked up due to the reality of the situation in the country right now. But parents are always very, very resistant to pay, to the extent that it is a Herculean task for those of us that are at the front desk. How do we cope? And that is one of the reasons why I said, definitely, this particular course of study comes at the appropriate time. Thank you, ma.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, I believe we heard his question. Did you hear his question? We did. We did. Okay, so it's okay. Can you somebody respond, because we are still talking the same thing. Now, this, let's say that this September now, school will be resuming, and then imagine the situation of the front desk officer, school fees increment, textbooks, and all the other demands, and then the whole place is always a bomb when it's resumption. So in such situation, what advice do we have for such a person in that place? So let me hear from Miss or Mrs. Margaret. You can unmute yourself, ma'am.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So I understand that school is about to resume, and of course parents are going through a lot, especially parents that want to give their kids the best and cannot really afford to maybe take an increment in school fees or thereabout. So I'd like to maybe if it's possible for schools where they just increase school fees before the school fees increases, why not tell parents that, okay, due to how things are, school fees will be this amount and not the other amount it used to be before. Like let them be prompted before time, earlier, not when a parent already has, this is what I have budgeted for the term and you're going to pay. All of a sudden they're telling you that no, school fees has increased. You understand? And then again, parents should equally be given opportunities to probably split the bills into two and probably pay twice, still within the time, still within the term. So I'm thinking that way it's going to help parents to actually work around whatever it is they want to give. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much. I think we have another person. Kume. Can you unmute yourself, please?
I have good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
I joined late. I had network challenges. I just joined. I must say I'm very grateful for what you have learned all these days, and coming from the other course to this course, I think I really enjoyed it. I just like the last speaker said, if we can meet, I will even suggest to those that work in the front desk in school settings to talk to their proprietors or the school management to allow parents pay this twice or even 3 times, because really Nigeria is not easy for anybody now. And it is not our duty as front desk officers to tell the parents or advise them. We can also talk to our employers, the school management, to consider the economic situation in the country, and then allow parents the benefit to pay once or twice. And at the same time, we can also engage the parents and talk to them politely. When they come aggressively pouring their hearts, we should understand with them. Some of us are also parents. We know what is happening in the country. So don't just say it's just your job to sit there, collect the money for the school. You're waiting for the employers. Just like you told us some days ago, you can put yourself in their shoes, talk to the parents politely. Maybe some of them will understand with us. And no matter how hard it is, they will try harder and get the money. But by the time we start siding the school, the management, because they're paying our salaries, and then we don't want to understand with the parents, it won't be nice. So we should be in between, understand with the parents, talk to them politely, plead with them, and also talk to our employers. That is my main point. Talk to the school management to consider maybe allowing parents to pay twice or even 3 times. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Who else is talking? Who has not said anything? Who else has not said something today? I think we've all, okay, let me hear, is it Anrolua?
Based on the school, the increments of the school fees in the school,
Let's hear your question.
Can you hear me?
Network?
Can you hear
Okay,
me?
yes, go ahead.
Okay,
Go
I'm
ahead, we
saying
can hear you.
all right, I'm saying based on the increment of school fees, I also want to contribute that the school management should create a forum for the Parent Teachers Association meeting to take place at least twice in a term. From there, we'll be able to hear the different contribution and views of different parents. Because as the adage says, all fingers are not equals. So from the parents' views point, we'll be able to organize the management of the school and then ascertain and come up with a tangible and a positive outcome that will not in turn affect the parents, neither the school management as well. So the parents and the school management must come to a conclusion and a conjunctive agreement on a based on the school fees increment. That's what I want to contribute.
Okay, thank you very much. So we are going to call you now. Let's go back to our WhatsApp groups. The link will be posted for our test so that we can take it and then we can rest for the night. And more information will be posted in the WhatsApp group. Good night, everyone. You can all exit the class now. Thank you.